My name is Brandt Ryder, and I'm at the Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute. I'm actually at the Migratory Bird Center, and I'm one of the few people there that's convinced them that I should be able to study a non-migratory bird. And I think it's in large part because I got this large NSF grant to keep working on some stuff. I started working on manakins almost 14 years ago, and I continually ask myself why I torture myself every year and keep studying them. But they're so fascinating. That's what's kind of kept us all doing it. I was originally interested in cooperative behavior and the fitness, costs, and benefits of engaging in cooperative behavior, and that's what I was focused on during my PhD. And the species that I study is wire-tail manakin. They engage in these cooperative coalitions, and one of the things that came out of my PhD is there's a lot of variation in that behavior. And these coalitions form the basis for fairly complex social networks, a lot like we see in people, Facebook, for example. And so as I got kind of more interested in these social networks and the variation that formed the basis for kind of hubs in the network or males that were outliers in this network, I realized that I probably needed to start to get at the mechanistic basis, the physiological basis of the things that were underlying variation in male social behavior. Right around that time, I moved to the Smithsonian, and I started sharing an office with an endocrinologist who's going to talk to you in a minute here about some of the research that we're going to be doing. And he dragged me, kicking and screaming, into the world of endocrinology. And so we got a recent NSF grant, and that grant basically aims to focus on how hormone regulatory networks drive variation in male behavioral phenotype. We're specifically looking at testosterone. We'll be doing some peripheral measures of testosterone and then looking at targets in the brain and along the HPG axis. We'll be measuring male behavior using proximity data logging type approaches so we can look at male-male interactions. And I can talk to you guys more about that kind of stuff. And then the goal is to try to scale up what does that individual variation mean? How does that shape social networks, the roles and position that males play in those social networks? And my social network is completely falling apart. It just looks like a bunch of dots. So I don't really know what to say, but there was a network there, and there isn't one anymore. So that's that. All right, I'll end at that.